It was a common sight in the 80s and 90s, not quite as frequent since, but it's back. Playoff football in the Bay Area here at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Seattle Seahawks and the San Francisco 49ers. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. 90 Wolf. Topper, Topper. Look at me. Go, go. Snap.
They'll run on first down. It's Armstrong. They'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here we go. Set. 60 outlaw.
He's coming. Double up, double up.
Hey, Sam off. Dude.
On second down now. It's Armstrong. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. He'll drop to throw. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
Now back to throw. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
And they pick up a first down, and that came out of the fullback position. But as you and I both know, that doesn't necessarily mean it's a fullback playing in that spot.
Well, times have changed, right? The old school fullback doesn't really exist anymore.
We're not getting that same player out of college with all the spread offenses, not very many pro style where you actually have a true fullback. We're having to make do in the NFL and put guys in that spot who emulate it but aren't necessarily that position.
On play action, they'll throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
I have no crystal ball up here. I can't truly see into the future. But if they don't start getting some pressure on him, make him move around a little bit and do something with the receivers to, change up their timing, they're just going to get shredded as we've seen so far. Right now, they're off to a blazing start.
Yeah, and you are right. He looks way too comfortable back there in the pocket.
Yeah, there shouldn't be a pillow back there for him, all right? If as a defensive guy, they've got to dump him on his backside a few times, shake things up.
Now, they're going to need an in-drive adjustment here on this first series. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's second and 11.
Kill, kill, kill.
Protein spill. Bravo.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. It'll be a gain of 6, and all of a sudden here, it's third down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's third down. Back to throw here. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 16. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
70, Indy.
Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up.
Hey, Echo.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. That's complete right around the 8. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
Ready, break.
It's coming. We don't like 96. Let's go, D.
5.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
Hey, Charlie.
96.
Second and 2. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the 49ers drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken near the 13. And they'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40.
First and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10.
Check three.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. After the loss to start out, here's second and 11. Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it's going to be third down and a ways to go here, 3rd and 14. They go play action with Jackson. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It's a gain of 15, first down Seahawks.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big third down pickup to keep their drive alive.
Big stop, let's go. Check it out, Reed.
On first down, it's Stump. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Jackson now. Flushed out right. He'll let this go for the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
They decided to air it out a little bit on that play, take a shot downfield, but the coverage was really nice, able to get a hand in and tip it away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Jackson from the shotgun. Wide open receiver complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 39.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
I used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this, when he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
It's a gain of 15, first down Seahawks.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run-blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. On second down, it's Stump trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. And they pick up the first down there with a gain of 4.
First down, Seahawks.
Here we go. Here we go.
They'll try the left side. Stump. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A great play there. With a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. As they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point splits the uprights. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. So that one will be accepted.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Wahoo!
52's the mark, boys. 52. I'm coming. I'm coming. I'm coming.
Hey. Step.
They'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Second and 10. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. They'll drop to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Hey, foxtrot.
Second and long. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
Switch. Check. Hot route. Hot. Check. Crunch.
Hey, Alpha.
52 is the mic right here, over there, right? 52.
They'll look to throw here. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
By the Seahawks. His guys take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, got the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Set and ready to go for the second half. One touchdown apiece. 7-7 our score. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll run on first down. It's Stump. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
On the set. 56 is the mic. It's our field. It's our field. Hey, it's our route. Let's go. Kill. Turn it up. Kill. Turn it up.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson steps away to his left. He'll run it. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
You don't want nothing. You don't want nothing.
They'll try the left side. Stump. And he's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. A big hitter there. A 1st down gain of 26 yards.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 36. Here's Jackson escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Get out the field, defense.
They'll try the left side. Stump. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. He can run for it, and he will. And a loose football. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the 1st down. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
Well, they don't get a touchdown here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
This will be fielded at the 8. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequences.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42, and they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some.
To throw is Jackson. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
Tighten up. Tighten up.
On 3rd down. It's Stump, and he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. 3rd down turns to 1st with that 5-yard pickup.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the 1st down.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson, eluding the pressure right. Oh, he finds his running back open downfield. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A big play there with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
49ers 7.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
27-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive 1st and 10.
Ready?
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
You're out.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Flush to his right. And he whips that one incomplete there. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Let's go, baby.
They'll set up a throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16. And he's got this down to the 35. They'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers. This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half, 1st and 10. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. 3 quarters have come and gone. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
49ers 7.
Ready, set. Hey, Haywood!
Check, 93's the mic, 93's the mic. You're not ready.
6'6", pull it high.
Check 3. Check, 93's the mic, 93's the mic.
Hey, high 7.
Check, 93's the mic, 93's.
Now.
2nd and 4. Throw left side complete. That's Armstrong. No yardage to speak of whatsoever. Leads to a 3rd down. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here.
Zoom.
He'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
C6.
Let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Kyle Shanahan's made the decision. They're going on 4th down.
Check, 93's the mic, 93's the mic. It's coming this way, Here we go.
Smooth.
Check, 93's the mic, 93's the mic. Hey, tight. Check, 93's the mic, 93's the mic. Coming for you.
Gotta try it here. He's back to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
On the ready.
93's the mic. Let's get the ball.
Go, go.
Check, 93's the mic.
Go.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Armstrong. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. The loss of 3 on that 1st down pass play, now 2nd and 13.
Check, 93's the mic, 93's the mic. Target, 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 target. Check, 93's the mic, 93's the mic. Hey, we have you.
Hey, exit.
Check,
2nd and 13. And this is incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Ready, ready.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. Bravo. Speed trip, speed trip.
Again, he'll drop to throw. His throw caught right around the 6. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
check, 93's the mic, 93's the mic.
Ready, ready.
They'll look to throw again. This will be caught at about the 5. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point up and through. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And the kick goes outside the white lines. That's why the flag comes out.
Yes, and that was an error by the kicker, and it will give the offense great starting field position.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10.
Safety's creeping.
And again this time to the tailback. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
And the Seahawks, 1st down.
Come on, set. Watch the curl, watch the curl. Showing it, showing it. Say. Sponge. No. Check 30. 31. Watch the safety creep.
On 1st down, Stump, and he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning.
50 seconds to Mike. Here it goes. Check. Hey, check 24. Watch twist. What? Rush in.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. And now he'll tuck it and run. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
First down, Seattle.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to...
And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further.
Well, 3 scores in this game. I think that deserves some type of a broad gesture. I know in hockey, that's called a hat trick, and people throw their hats out on the ice. What about us? What can we do for this guy?
Well, if I'm his teammates, I'm buying him a little steak dinner tonight, right? At least a skirt steak, probably a filet.
Oh, you're going big. I like that.
Yeah, I mean, skirt at minimum,
skirt
filet
steak,
at
come
maximum.
on. You can't give the guy a skirt steak.
That's
He
true.
scores 3 times.
Filet, 10 ounce, 16
quarter,
ounce.
Porterhouse.
Fine. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Set, 30 base.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Let's go now. 90 Wolf.
Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some. Here we go. Here we go. Check 52. Check safety. Check safety.
5.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Ready.
Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it would appear that the Seahawks are going to win this football game.
Here we go. Here we go. Go to base.
Check the outs. Check the outs. Check the outs.
They'll run on first down. It's Stump trying to run inside, but nothing there. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10.
Joker, Joker. Joker, Joker.
Coltrane.
Check 99.
They'll keep it on the ground. Stump. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave them with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. And here we go. Alert flare. Alert flare. Flare.
Throwing now is Jackson. He completes this one to Mack. And he'll get inside the 10, but he's short of the line he needed. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. So the victory here for Seattle. And I know I'm not breaking any news when I say that any road win in this league is a good one.
No doubt.
But it's a double bonus when you get a victory on the road in your division.
And when you start a season, each team breaks down their schedule in different ways. Some do it every 4 games, right? Let's go quarterly. Others say, listen, we've got to take care of our home field. And, you know, out of a 16-game season, if you get 8 at home, let's at least win 7 at home and split our road games. That's what you're trying to get done. So you're exactly right. A road win, precious, especially within the division.
So for the Seahawks, their playoff chances taken.